My name is Nicholas Robbins. I've curated this exhibit, Us Ones in Between, at Open Space in Victoria, British Columbia. It's an 8-person group show showcasing 8 emerging artists from Victoria who have distinct abilities and an aesthetic quality that links them. However, seem to lack initiative when it comes to self-promotion and public engagement with their art. So, culling this large group of artists in Victoria, working from a similar place, pulling their work out of their houses and exhibiting it in small spaces, small galleries, basement shows, cafes. I've culled eight of the most similar artists with the most similar character traits. So it's not a group show. It's not a group show showcasing a collective, but a loose collection of artists who share innate similarities. Being a native of Victoria, I've been engaged with the artistic community for a number of years and have had the opportunity to work alongside with a lot of these individuals. Our lives are all intertwined. We've been co-workers and roommates and collaborators and individuals. We've had dinner parties together. And so it's a nice, small, tight-knit community in Victoria. However, with the type of city that Victoria is, it's quiet and it's sleepy, and it leads to a life of privacy. So most of the individuals make work in their homes, don't collectively engage with other artists, and just sort of work prolifically without any exposure. I was granted the opportunity to put an exhibition together for Open Space, and thought that the best way I could utilize it would be to showcase the artists that I felt were most underrated in the city, most talented, most prolific, and least exhibited. So I picked 8 of them, and we've given them a much larger venue than they've ever shown in before. One with more notoriety and a more prestigious history. My goal through the whole process has been to give them sort of a leg up into the next phase of their art careers. It's hard to say if that necessarily will happen, and it's certainly not the exhibit dependent on that happening. However, if it does in any aspect for any of the artists, it will be a success. Regardless, I think that it's a good next step for all these artists who've grown up here or moved here and choose not to put in the extra work it takes to self-promote. Hope that through this exhibit they will, or the exposure that's granted to them by being in a venue this large with such a large long running time of the show will allow them to become more familiar in the public. I think it's a really fantastic exhibit. I think a lot of the artists have pushed themselves further than they would have in the past, and it's really great to see their work elevated in such a large, clean space, and I hope that they feel so as well.
So one question I have for you is, can you talk about your background as an artist, in the artistic community?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a visual artist first and foremost. This is my first official curatorial role. I was running a small artist-run center in Victoria called the 50/50 Arts Collective for the last year. Having returned from Vancouver, attending Emily Carr, where I started my undergrad, I gained a passion for facilitating artists that I thought deserved it. And so that's where my role as a curator came in. Prior to this event, I had just been a contributing artist to all the other group events, and will continue to be. My practice is first and foremost, however, facilitating on at least a small scale, on a grassroots level, I feel is a real necessary part of a diverse artistic community. So that there's other young people like myself who are willing to sacrifice a bit of their own career or their own energy for others. And I suppose that's what I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, and
thanks for talking.
Good luck, and maybe we will see you around.
Hopefully.
More stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.